Still waiting on my lift. So like I was saying, with everything that's been happening and Kobe's death and everything, I just want to be able to live out my dreams before my time is up. You know what I mean? Like, that really inspired me and put some fire up my behind, because it's like, if you're not living out your dreams every day, then what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And I want to be remembered for something. I want to be remembered for being consistent and achieving something in my life before my time is up, if anything ever happens. So, like, I don't know, I'm just like really in tune. And even before that, I just feel a really huge shift that is meant for me to go through, and everything happens for a reason. So I'll be getting back with y'all later. I look ghetto with this scarf, but I'll be back, y'all. Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all been alright? That's good. Let me just get my other makeup products. So you guys, as you can see, I'm in a hotel room. I'm about to just make this quick video before I check out, do my makeup and all of that. I look a little crusty, but it's all a part of the process, honey. I'm gonna give y'all a few updates and all of that with my life and how everything been since the move. And I decided to take advantage of this opportunity while I can, while I have some alone time and space by myself. What's been going on? What's been going on? A lot has been going on, really. My dad is happy that I'm back, of course. Am I happy to be back? Let me tell you this. I don't want to say I'm happy to be back because I know there's a lesson in why I'm there again. And this time around, I want this karmic cycle to be fulfilled. I don't want to keep going through the same thing. And I want to be a blessing to them, to my step-parent, my dad and my stepmom. I want to be a blessing to them because, like I told y'all before, they're older and they kind of need somebody over there to take care of them or help watch over them and doing all this, like, stuff like errands and cleaning up and all of that kind of stuff. But anywho, what was I saying? Anywho, real quick, like I was saying, what was I saying? Real quick, like I was saying, you guys, since I've been having a lot of downtime to myself, a lot of time to think, things are slow right now. I've been having a lot of time to think, a lot of time to reflect, and just preserving myself for preserving my energy on for what's to come. I haven't really been talking to a lot of people, and I don't really have that many friends anyway, so it ain't like I have like a whole group to consult with. So with that being said, mainly, what I've been noticing is a lot of people, what do I want to say? And this death with Kobe and his daughter, extremely tragic. I don't even have words for that situation. I know for sure it definitely shook the world up. It shook a lot of people up. Yeah, it shook a lot of people up. That's probably gonna be the most tragic death of this decade. I know it's kind of too early to say that, but yeah, I don't even have the words to continue to even explain what that did for the whole world. That really shook up the world. A lot of people need to realize that we only get one life, and sometimes we let our egos get the best of us, and we don't realize how good we have it until it's too late, or until we see people that's close to us, our loved ones, pass on. So that's why I'm taking this time. I'm appreciating this time I have with my dad right now, because I know he's older and he does not, I don't want to say he has that much longer. I don't want to say that, but he's declining in certain areas of his life, and I want to be able to say that I've been there. And the same with my mom. I do want to grow a closer relationship with my mom. Even though we don't live in the same city, me and my mom still talk very often, but we don't talk as often as I want to because of my ego. I don't want to always let my parents or whoever know I'm struggling or I'm dealing with certain things. I don't want everybody to know I'm all right, I'm strong, I can handle it, I don't need help. That's always been my attitude. Very proud. I let my ego get the best of me often, a lot. And I realized, been doing some self-reflective work, introspective work, and I realized that has been the reason why in the past that my blessings have been blocked, because I don't know, I'm not that good at setting my ego to the side and letting people, I don't want to say help, but I have not been the easiest to, I don't want to say help. Oh yeah, I guess you can say that. I haven't been that easy to help because my pride is just, my ego is just too big. And so I said all that to say, this year I want to live in my truth more than any time that I've ever did, because once you live in your truth, you're able to ascend spiritually, and you're able to do things for others in return of what they did for you and creating good karma. But yeah, I don't want to be the one to keep blocking my blessings from having this ego, from always saying I'm good, and I know I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So, do want to get closer to my loved ones, because I want anybody who I'm involved with to have nothing but good memories about me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Can't be blocking your blessings out here, y'all. That's some serious stuff. You gotta let your ego, die, man. That ego is something serious. That ego is definitely something serious. So with that being said, if you know that in your heart that you need to apologize to someone, do it now. Do it today. Don't wait until you're at somebody's funeral. Don't wait until they're on their deathbed to say, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You just gotta put that pride to the side and let that ego die. You heard me? Ooh, I need to fix that brow. I'll fix that later. But yeah, y'all feel what I'm saying. And the only reason why I'm saying this because, like I said, I've been having nothing but time to think, time to pray. Of course, God places us in different times of our lives for a reason, and it's time for me to give the divine, the higher power, more attention. Where's my foundation brush? It's time to give my God more attention. He's not gonna wait. He's not gonna wait. Time does not wait for anybody. Time does not wait. So yeah, I ain't mean to try to get spiritual on y'all, because y'all know how I feel about people preaching to other people. I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm just saying, like, some's gotta give, man. If you want people to treat you a certain way, if you want certain things out of life, you gotta sacrifice some things that you may not be willing to sacrifice, and that comes with putting your ego to the side, and that comes with being obedient to the spirits, and that comes with being obedient to the Spirit. With the Holy Spirit, it comes being obedient to whoever you pray to. You feel me? So, some people aren't just spiritual. Some people aren't spiritually inclined, and when you're a spiritual person, and when you're involved with any type of friend or love interest who's not as spiritually inclined as you, then you find yourself always getting the short end of the stick. Always find yourself at the bottom of the barrel. Always finding yourself making excuses for that person, or making sacrifices for that person, stooping down on their level because they're not where they need to be. And those kind of people are energy vampires, I like to say. They like to suck all the life out of you. And those are often the people who don't think they ever do anything wrong. Those are people often who always don't realize that they're doing anything wrong because they're possessed with other spirits that aren't themselves. If you know deep down in your heart that you wronged somebody, you need to apologize to them flat out. But if you suffer from a narcissistic, I call it a narcissistic personality disorder, you can never do anything wrong. It's always somebody else. You're always blaming other people, and you're always the victim. That's being a narcissist. Let's see, what time is it? Gotta get up and get out of here soon. But y'all just hearing me rambling, man. It's time to lay low. This isn't time for anything else right now. And I feel like this is collective. Pretty much with anybody in the world right now. Everybody may be feeling the same way. You may not be, but I feel like this is a collective energy everybody's experiencing in the world right now. This is a time to reflect. This is a time to realign. This is a time for spiritual cleansing. This is a time to get connected and grounded with yourself and become something higher than what you are. This is a time where people need to get their shit in order, because it's just that time. I just can't explain it. It's just time to get your shit together. It's time to get your shit together. Me included, everybody, it's just time to get your shit together. You will never know when it's your time. You will never know when you may have to sacrifice your lifestyle to help a loved one, or you may have to sacrifice or give up everything that you've been doing and sacrifice your lifestyle to benefit somebody that you love, somebody that's close to you. And I was having a conversation with my sister earlier. A lot of people just put on fronts. A lot of people aren't themselves. A lot of people put on this mask and they just not true to themselves. A lot of people just not true with themselves. And that's why people don't get blessed. Like, you gotta live in your truth. You have to live in your truth. You have to live in your truth. And that's so important, because if you're not real with yourself, you're going to spend all your life trying to find peace in other people and other things. And at the end of the day, when all you had to do was be yourself and stay real with yourself, everybody else going to be moving on with their lives. But you just going to find yourself keep being empty and stuck. You feel me? So, yeah, harboring hurt, harboring pain, and making other people suffer for what other people did to you, it's weak. It's the weakest crap ever, man. And I only mentioned it because if people let situations in their lives, I call it downtime. I call it timeout. When you're in timeout, people, how can I say this? When you're in timeout, people take stuff personally. And what I mean by that is people don't know how to take things with a grain of salt. And like I said, put your ego to the side and learn from somebody and learn from something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta slow down and don't count your chickens before they hatch, or eggs before they hatch, or whatever that saying is. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and think about your next move and how you're gonna execute that, and how you're gonna keep yourself from being in the situation that you're in right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, some of the stuff I'm saying may not make sense. It may not go in sequence. I'm just blurting out stuff that I've been thinking about, stuff that I really, really, really want to talk about. I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm not a spiritual guide, coach, or whatever you call it. I'm just speaking facts. I'm just speaking facts. Alright, I'm almost done. Almost done. Almost done. too bright. But yeah, this year what I really want to do, I don't want to be as closed off as I was, because I realized you can't be successful with just yourself. You need a team. You need people around you that believe in what you're trying to do. But I've just been so stuck in the fear of being not appreciated, the fear of being not supported, the fear of not being able to get help when I need it. And I realized that hasn't been getting me anywhere. And having that mentality, I'm never going to get anywhere. So that's the reason why I said this year I'm going to be open to meeting a lot of new people. Literally everything that I've been planning out has been working out in my favor, so I'm grateful for that. This may be a little too much highlights, but I don't care. But I don't care because this is a natural look anyway. I forgot my lashes, y'all. Alright, y'all, I'm just about done. I'm not exactly sure what happened to all the content I was recording. I'm pretty pissed about it, but oh well, everything happens for a reason. I was getting ready to get out of here. I hope what I said to anybody was received and helpful, encouraging as well. So yeah, I'll have a vlog soon, hopefully. About to get up out of here. Gotta go to my job and handle a few things. Gotta go to my job and handle a few things. But I feel like I could have done my makeup a little better, but I don't care. I don't care. Alright, I love y'all. Peace. And I'll see y'all in the next vlog.